Yeah. Good morning, that is Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou. Live here on LouTube today. Thanks for watching. It's raining here today. It's a miserable day here today. Wherever y'all are at, I hope you're better than it is here. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Welcome to church. I'm your humble host, Pastor Lou. Today I will be playing music for you and answering all your questions. They can be football related or not. Doesn't matter to me. I figured we'd just get together today and hang out for an hour or two and see what you guys are up to and what you guys want to talk about today. I've got a couple more preview videos that I've already recorded and scheduled to upload later this afternoon. I think one comes out at 3 and one comes out at 6 or something like that. Two more of those not scheduled preview, non-con games. Well, I've done 3, but one of them is coming out tomorrow. 2 of them are coming out today. I think 3 o'clock and 6. The second one might be 7 o'clock. I can't remember. Anyway, shout out to everybody for tuning in. Hope you've had a good weekend. What's been going on? What are y'all up to? What'd you do this weekend? No football to watch. They did have what draft did they have? They had the XFL draft or the USFL, whatever. Those 2 new football leagues. They had a draft. I saw where some Georgia players were, some old ex-Georgia players were drafted to some of the teams. It's hard for me to get excited about these upstart football leagues because it just seems like these things come along. I mean, I went all in on the last one, picked a team, bought a damn hat, the whole thing, Atlanta Legends. I went in on the second one, too, because I picked Tampa because they were the closest team. Both the leagues didn't even last a year. I get tired of going all in on these things, and then they fold up their tent and go home after a year or two. I hope that's not the case this time. I know the NFL has said they're going to work with one of the leagues. I don't know. I'm going to watch it when the games start. I'll give it a try, but I'm not going to get all gung-ho and excited about it just to be let down in case it flops like every other one that's come along has done. I would love to have some good football to watch in late winter, early spring, whatever, when, depending on when they play. I would love that. God knows it would give me something to talk about every once in a while at least. But it's just these things come and, the one didn't even last an entire year. I forget what happened. They ran out of money or whatever it was. They never even had the playoffs. I'm sitting over. I still have an Atlanta Legends hat. I still have a Tampa Bay. Was it the Vipers? I think it was the Tampa Bay Vipers. I mean, they're sitting in my closet collecting dust. I do wear the Atlanta Legends hat every once in a while because it's not a bad-looking hat. The Atlanta Vipers hat is the ugliest hat I've ever seen. I think I wore it once or twice when I did videos about the Tampa Bay Vipers. They had Aaron Murray as their quarterback. Was another reason I picked them. I might go get the hat and show it to you for those of you that don't remember. It's god-awful. I think Celine Driver might have actually sent me that Tampa Bay Vipers hat, though, if I remember right. But, yeah, I bought the Atlanta Legends hat. I'll get both of them here in a little bit and show them to you. I still wear that Legends hat every once in a while because it's not that bad looking of a hat. That Vipers hat is god-awful, though. It glows in the dark. It looks like a... when the workers are working in the street and they have to wear, or a bicycle rider has to wear some brightly colored, that's what it looks like. It's just horrible. It's like this, not really a neon green. It's more like what it looks like? Baby food, peas, mushed up peas, like baby food is what it looks like. It's awful. Anyway, I'm going to play some music, answer some of your questions from the comments section. If you've got any requests for music, feel free to let me know. We'll play whatever you want. Normally, I try to pick like one type of music and play only that. But we'll play a little bit of everything today and just kind of hang out for a little while and chat. How's that sound? Waikiki and Ram Dog, thank you for joining to join. For everybody that's been asking me for 2 or 3 years to turn on the join, I turned on the join. So if you really want to join the join, you can. I'm not gonna give much away or do much or anything with the join. I mean, I've had a Patreon for years, and I don't want. I would rather just keep the Patreon and have people sign up on the join, but too many people just keep asking. So if you want to join the join so you can have a LouTube logo next to your name, I will add a bunch more emojis too that you can use. The wanted glasses is up there now. I just did it yesterday. No, when did I do it? Friday? I did it Friday or Saturday. And so I've only made the one emoji, but I don't know if there's a limit on the number of emojis you can make or not. Well, I made 2 emojis. I made the wanted glasses emoji. Where's it at? Right here. Here you go. I made that one. And then I made a team asshole one, and YouTube rejected it. So then I changed it from team asshole to team a-hole, and they rejected that too. So I think there might be a way too to where when I upload a video, the join people can watch it for like there'll be an hour. Like once I upload a video, there'll be like an hour where the join people can watch it first. I think I'm not that familiar with the join. But I think there's a way where when I upload a new video, the join people can watch it first. If that's the case, then I'll do that too. But other than that, the Patreon is going to be where everything is, like the live streams. I'm not changing anything over there. I've had that Patreon for a long time, and I don't want to take anything away from there to add to the join. I never wanted to really do the join. But a lot of people ask for it. And the emojis are, I mean, it is kind of cool. The custom emojis are okay. Slim brings up a good point. People keep asking for Discord too. That is true. The difference is I've tried Discord before and I hated it. So a month from now, if I hate the join, I reserve the right to do away with that too. But I hated that. I hated the Discord. Maybe I needed to give it another shot. I don't know. Now, I've said this before. If somebody wants to create an Uncle Lou Discord, I'll join it. But I'm not running the Discord or anything like that. But if someone wants to create one, I'll join it. I'll put the link in the description of all my videos. I really don't even know what the point of a Discord is. That's my problem. Well, first of all, my problem is I'm 43. So a lot of this new stuff that comes around, hell, it took me 2 years to figure out what the point of TikTok was, So that, and maybe I don't understand Discord or what its purpose is. It seems like it's just a giant group text messaging thing, but I know there's more to it than that. But I've never been in anyone else's Discord outside of that one 2-week period where I had one before, and people were doing the. I don't like. I'm probably describing this wrong, but in the Discord I had before, every time I would go in it, there would be 15 people in there, and instead of it being text messages, they were all talking at the same time, and it irritated me. And I quit the Discord, and I never went back to it again, and I don't even think that Discord is around anymore. So maybe there's a lot to the Discord that I just don't understand. But if somebody wants to make one and let me know about it, I'll join it. And send me the link. I guess there's a link, and people click the link. Is that how you join the Discord? See, I don't know. Email me whatever. If you want to create an Uncle Lou Discord, let me know. Email me whatever information I need to join it. And if there's a link or whatever, send me that. I'll post a link in the description of all my videos and in the comment section of live shows and stuff like that. But I think I'm just Discord ignorant more than anything else, honestly. But shout out to Waikiki, Ramdog, JR, and the Nature Boy. Let me get 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! For joining the join. Mayhem Matthew, thank you for the super chat. He says, Mayhem Matthew will be your slobs champ. Woo. Well, the slob Olympic odds determined that was a lie, sir. Of course, the odds are out for the slob Olympics, and you're on the bottom of the list. So, not that means you can't win. I mean, after all, Georgia did lose to South Carolina in 2019, and that's all the proof we need that literally anything is possible. So, could you win? Yes. Is anyone other than you betting a nickel that you will win? No. No, it's not. Waikiki says, next thing you know, Lou's going to be using an air fryer. No. That was loud. No air. Already have a microwave and an oven. I don't need an air fryer. I just don't. Discord or dat cord. Invincible by Tool. That happens to be the first one I saw. And of course, I don't mind that at all. So, but keep your questions and comments coming in the chat section. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to sit right here. I'm just going to play some music while we listen. Or while I read these comments and questions, and I'll be muting the music and responding to questions and comments along the way. How'd that be? You think that'd be just fine? Yeah, I think that'd be just fine. There may have been more requests in the comment section that I missed, but the first one I happened to see when I looked up into the comments was Invincible by Tool, which Tool concerts are my church. I try to worship once a year at a Tool concert. They took a couple of years off because of Corona, and that really messed me up. So I saw them in 2019. I did not see them in 2020 or 2021, but of course I did see them a couple of weeks ago down in Orlando. It was good to get back in church for a Tool concert. But here you go, buddy. Invincible by Tool. Joseph Campbell wants to know what I think about Georgia with the loss of players and coaches. I mean, I am concerned about some of the losses on defense. I do not think Georgia's going to have as good of a defense as they had last year. I mean, I get on to other fan bases when they have like a generational year at either a certain position or one side of the ball, and then they lose. Like Florida, for example, think about some of the offenses Florida's had over the years, particularly under Steve Spurrier. They broke all those records 2 years ago with Kyle Trask, Kyle Pitts, and those wide receivers. I mean, they broke every offensive record known to man at Florida. They lost all of those people. And then you had Florida fans running around talking about, well, since we have Dan Mullen, we're not going to skip a beat. And that was just ridiculous. And I feel like as Georgia fans, it's just as ridiculous to expect Georgia to have as good of a defense in 2022 as they had in 2021 when we all ran around the internet for the last 6 months talking about Georgia's defense was the best college football has seen in 20-something years. You lose 9 of those starters, you're not likely to repeat that. Now, Georgia did win the national championship last year with defense, but I haven't changed my mind in terms of modern college football. I think the easiest path to a national championship in today's college football is a 45 or more point per game offense and a defense that's good enough to make a few stops against elite teams when you need to. I still would rather have a top 5 offense and a top 20 defense than a top 5 defense and a top 20 offense. I still think in today's college football, because of the rules, particularly around the quarterback and how you can hit him and how you can't hit him, and then in the secondary with the targeting calls and all the rules to protect quote-unquote defenseless receivers, the RPO, which makes it legal for offensive linemen to run downfield even on a pass play. I just think college football is set up right now to benefit offense over defense. That will change at some point. The triple option used to rule college football. Defenses couldn't figure out how to stop it. As soon as they did figure out how to stop it, the triple option went away and defenses dominated for a while. Right now in college football, I think you're better off with a top 5 offense and a top 20 defense than the other way around. So just because I think Georgia's defense won't be quite as good in 22 as it was in 21, I still think Georgia's going to have a really good team because they get everything back on offense. I still would like Georgia to have a legitimate elite quarterback. And I'm not knocking Stetson Bennett. The guy was the quarterback of a national championship team. I'm going to try as hard as I can not to say anything bad about Stetson Bennett anymore. But he's not one of the best 15 quarterbacks in college football. And outside of Georgia last year with Stetson Bennett, you have to go back a long time to find a team that won a national title without an elite QB. So Georgia's going to have to, I think, play much better offensively if they have any chance of repeating as national champions in 2022, which I really don't think they will. It's hard to repeat. Alabama's only done it once in the last 15 years. No one else has done it at all. It's hard to repeat as national champions. But I think Georgia's still going to have a really good team in 2022. They'll be favored probably by double digits in every single regular season game. The toughest games, I think at Kentucky could be difficult. We play Tennessee at home. Florida first year under Napier, and they still don't have a legitimate quarterback. Auburn's a dumpster fire. At Kentucky might really be Georgia's toughest game. And then maybe Tennessee and Florida or a toss-up after that, and then maybe Oregon. But Georgia should be favored by double digits in every game. And most likely playing Alabama in the SEC championship game with a shot to the playoffs on the line. Traction Jackson, that's easy. What's the worst college football venue I've ever attended a game? It's Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta. The location is terrible. It's slap dab in the middle of downtown Atlanta. I-75 runs right by it on one side, and downtown Atlanta is in the other side. I don't like college campuses that are in big cities, so that's one strike against Georgia Tech for me already. And then the stadium is just absolutely horrible. It's the most uncomfortable stadium I've ever watched a game in. The concourse areas where the bathrooms and the concession stands are look like the hallway in your house. That's about how wide they are. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they're 6-7 feet wide in a lot of places. You can't even walk through there. It's old, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm a Georgia fan, and so I have to hate Georgia Tech. I've been to Williams-Brice Stadium too, and I've clowned on it a lot over the years. It's a much nicer stadium than Bobby Dodd, in my opinion. X-Wing Sports wants to know, will General Valtard be back? That question is easily answered by probably most people in this chat, but General Valtard is not coming back until Tennessee beats either Georgia, Florida, or Alabama. They have a possibility this year to beat Florida, so maybe. But General Valtard died after Tennessee lost to Georgia State and BYU. And he's not coming back until Tennessee beats one of those three teams, one of its three big rivals, Georgia, Alabama, or Florida. So maybe he comes back this coming season if they can knock off Florida, because they're not beating. I know they play Georgia in Athens. They're not winning that game. Alabama, they might get Alabama at home this year, but I still don't think they'll beat them. Slim Shady, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Help us support the channel. I really appreciate that. He says, with Dabo promoting from within and having unknowns for OC and DC, does Miami have the best staff in the conference, top to bottom? Probably. At least based on what we know now, because we'll have to see how that OC and DC do for Clemson. I still think Clemson is right now is a more talented team than Miami. Like, forget the coaches for a second. And, you know, I think players matter more than coaches. I know coaches have a lot to do with what players you get, but I'm just talking about the rosters as they exist today. I still think Clemson is a better team player-wise than Miami is, but that could change quick with a couple of really good recruiting classes. Need another song. J.R. says, the above that beat Bama left, didn't he? That seems like the best way to answer that. Shelly wants to know if there's a rematch in the Natty, Georgia and Bama again. Do you think college football will make any significant changes like they did in the BCS? Well, nothing's changing about the playoff system until at least 2026. They announced that, was it last week or the week before? You know, they came up with this 12-team proposal last summer, and we all got excited, but now they've nixed that. They can't agree. The Big Ten, the ACC, and the Pac-12, which, if you remember, made some sort of friendship pact last summer after the SEC announced they were adding Texas and Oklahoma. The Big Ten, the ACC, and the Pac-12 made an announcement that they were forming some sort of an alliance. Well, those three conferences, you have 10 conference commissioners and then the athletic director of Notre Dame who gets a vote on these things. Everyone voted in favor of expanding the playoffs except the Big Ten, the ACC, and the Pac-12. So they're in some sort of cahoots. And so they said no. So we're staying with 4 teams no matter what happens through the end of the 2025 season. Need another song, too. Perfect Circle, Blue. Okay. Let's see about that.
Save up to $500.
I'm not familiar with this song, but I'm going to play it anyway. I usually don't like to play songs I don't know, in case they're not allowed to be played on YouTube for some reason, but we'll give this one a try.
Just didn't want to know. Best to keep things in the shallow end, 'cause I never quite learned how to swim. I just didn't want to know.
I have a national championship shirt, the Victory Lane one. I don't have a hat yet. I don't like the Victory Lane line of stuff. I think that the hats are ugly as hell. I think the shirts are pretty ugly too. I bought the shirt just because that was the shirt that Georgia players wore after the game. But I don't. It looks like a NASCAR shirt. It's ugly to me. I don't like the style of the official champion shirts, the Victory Lane stuff. I'll get a hat and probably some other stuff too. But right now I just have I have a long sleeve Victory Lane National Championship shirt. Oh, I have a flag too. I have a flag, 2021 National Champions, Georgia flag. And of course, this official Uncle Lou 2021 shirt. Can't forget about that. Let's get a hashtag 2021 in the chat. Thank you, Lizard Circus, for super chat. He says, play The Show Must Go On by Queen. All right, that's another one I don't know, but that one will be coming up next, sir. John Doe says, 2nd and 26th day was yesterday. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But 3rd and Ringo Day is every day from now till the next national title game. Read it.
Empty spaces, what are we living for?
Jace Vincent says, Lou, who becomes relevant first, Tennessee, Miami, or Texas? That's the age-old question. That's like what came first, the chicken or the egg. There's really no right answer. Of those 3 teams right now, if I had to pick which one, I think Tennessee's got the toughest road to hoe. I mean, they have to play Georgia and Alabama every single year, and they're miles behind both of those 2 teams. Texas is in the Big 12, which outside of Oklahoma generally isn't a very strong conference. Miami is in the ACC, which outside of Clemson over the last 7 or 8 years hasn't been a very strong conference, but Miami hasn't been able to break through. That's hard to say. I'm going to say not Texas. I don't think Texas is going to win a national title in the next 3 seasons. And after that, they move to the SEC. So it's going to get infinitely harder for them to do that. I think Miami, of those 3 teams, I think Miami probably has the best chance of winning 10-plus games first.
Does anybody know what we are living for? I guess I'm learning. I must be warmer now. I'll soon be turning round the corner.
Brandon says, are you doing anything special for 50K subs? I should do something. I'm pretty close. I think I'm only 1,500 away or so. The channel doesn't grow a lot in the off season, so I'm not sure how long it'll take me to hit that 50K. But we'll have to come up with something for sure to do. Maybe a 24-hour live stream that actually lasts 24 hours, not 6 hours like some people do. You can make one rule change to college football, what would it be? I would no longer throw players out of the game for their first targeting penalty. I would make it a 15-yard penalty, and I would do like soccer does. It would basically be a yellow card, if you know what that is in soccer. In soccer, if you commit a minor foul, it's really no big deal. It's just a free kick for the other team. If you commit a pretty significant foul, they give you a yellow card. If you get 2 yellow cards, you're kicked out of the game. I would basically implement a yellow card system in college football that lasts the entire season, not just a game. So your first targeting penalty as a player is a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down, and that's it. Your second targeting penalty in the course of a season, it doesn't matter if the first one was in week 1 and the second one is in the national title game. You get your second targeting penalty in a season, then you throw them out for a game. But not one. The Ghost of Kiev, great name by the way. Did Liam Neeson save his granddaughter? Well, I don't want to spoil the ending of the movie for people who haven't seen it, the new Liam Neeson movie Flashlight. But if you've ever seen any Liam Neeson movie at all, then you already know the answer to that question. Play the Star Spangled Banner. I'm not going to play the Star Spangled Banner because then you'll have to pretend to stand up while it's playing. We all know you won't, just like you do when you're at home on your couch eating Cheez-Its and you're getting ready to watch a sporting event and the national anthem plays. You don't get your fat, lazy ass up off the couch. You lay there. You go to Facebook and you make a ridiculous post about other people not standing up. So no, I'm not going to play that because I don't want to put you through that embarrassment and humiliation.
Pretty much everywhere.
With Windows 11, we're just doing it better.
All right, we need another song. The Mac 105 says, I always stand up. I'm not necessarily calling you a liar. I just don't believe that. I've been to, I don't know how many 4th of July parties, over pool parties, you name it. And the national anthem comes on the radio and not a soul stands up. And then the next day I see them on Facebook complaining about people not standing up during the national anthem. I've even conducted this experiment multiple times at my own family gatherings, which had multiple people who like to cry about people not standing up for the national anthem. I've done this myself at pool parties on 4th of July over the last 3 to 4 years, and not a soul stands up, not a single person. I've watched football games at other people's houses and here with dozens of people around, not a single person ever stands up when the national anthem comes on. So not maybe you're the one person that does, but you would be the only person. All right, we need another song here. Danger Zone. Well, say no more, fam. Say no more. I got you, Maverick. I got you. Hey, Ben, you know, I didn't know Chernobyl was in Ukraine. I had no idea. I thought it was still in Russia. I didn't know Chernobyl was actually in the Ukraine. I mean, I know it was in Russia when the accident happened in, what was it, 1984 or 86, whatever year that was, the meltdown. I knew it was in Russia then, but I didn't know that it's in what is now part of Ukraine. I had no idea until, you know, the news about it the other day. Waikiki, thank you for hitting the PayPal link. I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for helping to support the channel. He says there's a way with the join feature that when people type a certain command, it automatically plays a stinger. I've seen it on other people's channels. I think I know what you're talking about. That's not actually done through OBS. It's done with a companion program to OBS called Streamlabs OBS, which I've never used before. But yeah, you can do that through Streamlabs. But I'll look into it. But like I said, I'm an idiot when it comes to this kind of stuff. I don't even know if I would be able to figure it out. Thank you for the PayPal, though, Waikiki. Need another song. Does Uncle Lou have any camel toes stingers? I might have one or two. Oh, hush with that. I might have one or two. Might have this one. Oh, that one never gets old to me. That one never gets old to me. Tyler says, do you have a job outside of YouTube? No, I do not. YouTube is how I keep the lights on. It's how I support myself and my family and my kids. And that's it. So, no, I do not have a job other than YouTube. Good morning, Leon. What's up, buddy? Need another song, too. Go golf today? It's raining here all day. Plus, I don't golf. So there's that. I barely putt-putt. Tim Couch or Jamarcus Russell? I'd probably take Jamarcus Russell. Go shorty. Okay. I don't know what that means. Now that Nebraska's added new coaches to help try to figure out what's going wrong, do you think they have a puncher's chance to win or at least make a bowl game this year? I don't know. It's hard to be positive about Nebraska because they win 3 games every year. I mean, they haven't made a bowl game in what, 5 years, 4 years? I mean, they haven't made one at all under Scott Frost. They don't have Adrian Martinez anymore. He transferred out, so they got to find a new quarterback. And I know they have some new coaches, but they still have Scott Frost, and the guy's been a disaster since he got there. So it's hard to be confident in Nebraska, to me. They have to play Oklahoma again this year in the non-con. It's hard to imagine Nebraska beating them. And then they have the Big Ten schedule they got to go through. Now, they're in the Big Ten West, which is, not as tough as the Big Ten East, but they still play some opponents from the Big Ten East. I haven't looked at their schedule yet, so I don't really have a prediction on what their win-loss record might be. I'm not predicting them to go 10-2 or anything. Like, I don't care what their schedule is. I'm not predicting 10-2. But as far as them making a bowl game or not, I'll have to wait until I look at the schedule and who all they're playing from the East and things like that. But I'm not, generally speaking, I'm not very high on Nebraska. Living on a Prayer? Yes, I can play Living on a Prayer. Of course I can. Of course. In fact, I can't think of a better song to play. I couldn't agree with you more. There we go.
Meet a future.
After this pointless ad plays. Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. This is a good one. What's the worst job I've ever had? You know what? I've been pretty lucky. I really haven't had any jobs that I consider bad. I mean, I've spent the majority of my life in the cell phone business, and I loved everything I did there. I worked for four different cell phone companies over about a 20-year period, and I loved all of those jobs. Oh, I know. See, this job's so bad I almost forgot I had it. I sold insurance for 2 years. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. That's the only job I've ever had where I got up in the morning and absolutely dreaded going to work. I hated that job. I sold insurance. Yeah, for about 2 years. Awful. Now, some people love it, you know, and make very, you know, have very good careers, make a good living for themselves and all that. So I'm not knocking it as a as a job or a career. But for me, I hated it. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it at all. Zona says, "Let me join the cause." What are you looking to join? What cause? Rank your favorite forms of taxation. I'm in favor of a flat tax. I'm in favor of a national sales tax. And as far as federal taxes go, that's the only tax I'm in favor of. A federal flat sales tax. And no other federal taxes. I think you should be taxed on what you buy, not what you earn. I'm against all forms of income tax. I wish they would do away with income tax on the federal and the state level. I'm for a federal sales tax where you get taxed on every dollar you spend. So if you're a drug dealer, if you're a prostitute, if you are an illegal arms dealer, you still pay tax. Every time you buy something in the store, every time you buy a new car, a new house, a boat, bread, milk, shoes, clothes, a national sales tax is the only federal tax I'm in favor of. All right, time for another song suggestion, so somebody let me know. Right now, drug dealers make whatever amount of money they make. They don't pay any federal tax. If you go to a national sales tax, literally everybody pays tax. So, you know, if you can't afford the tax on a $40,000 car, then you buy a $20,000 car. You know, if you can't afford the tax on a $250,000 house, then you buy a $150,000 house. And things should only be taxed. Things should only be taxed once. So used items would not be taxed. So you buy a used car, no tax. You buy a house that someone's already lived in, no tax. Tax gets paid on everything once. Metallica 1. Is marijuana legal in Georgia? No. Medical in some places, but recreational, no. As far as I'm aware, there are no states in the southern United States that have legalized recreational marijuana. Now, some cities have decriminalized it. So, you know, like in Atlanta, for example, you can walk down the street smoking a joint. Now, you can't have a trunk of 10, you can't have 10 pounds of marijuana in your trunk. That's still against the law, but you know, if you can walk right by a cop smoking a joint in downtown Atlanta and they won't even look at you. But it's not legal. It's that's a decision the city of Atlanta has made. It's just decriminalized. That's not the same as being legal.
Any man would give his only begotten son.
No, I think marijuana should be legal in all 50 states for personal possession and use. And then it should be regulated. So if you want to, make it legal, and you got to go in the store and buy it. And if you get caught selling it on the corner, then okay, that's a crime. But legalize it and let people walk into 7-Eleven and buy it.
As I'm thinking as the dead until the day he joins me.
Prostitution too should be legal. Prostitution and weed should be prostitution, marijuana, and gambling should be legal yesterday in all 50 states.
Where am I?
I can't remember anything. Can't tell if this is true or dream. Deep down inside, I feel the scream. This terrible silence stops in there. Now that the war is through with me, I'm waking up.
Well, what's even worse, Tennille, is that not only are they in jail for marijuana, that's why they might have got put in jail to begin with. But you've got people that have been in jail for 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 months on a marijuana charge because they can't afford the $500 bond to get out. It's insane. It's completely. And don't even get me started on for-profit prisons either.
Hear me.
Back in the womb, it's much too real. In pumps life that I must feel, but can't look forward to reveal. Look to the time when I live, fed to the tube that sticks in me, just like a wartime novelty, tied to machines that make me be. Cut this life.
Somebody says California's a failed state. Well, they're the wealthiest state in America. So if that's a failed state, then yes, they're failed.
It won't always be like this, will it?
I can't live like this. I can't. Please, no, I can't. I can't. Help me. Somebody help me. Mother, where are you? Help me, Mother. I'm having a nightmare and I can't wake up.
Now the world is gone, I'm just one. Oh, God help me. Hold my breath as I wish for dear. Oh, please, God help me.
Me lying here like some freak in a carnival show.
He is the armless, legless wonder of the 20th century.
It has a dignity all its own.
Father, I need help. I'm in terrible trouble and I need help.
Don't you remember when you were little? How you and Bill Harper would string a wire between the two houses so you could telegraph to each other? Still remember the Morse code?
Darkness imprisoning me.
The most slobby thing I do is my eating. I eat terrible, and I do wish I could eat better, or would eat better, but I don't. I eat like a. I don't eat healthy at all.
That's taking my sight, taking my speech, taking my hearing, taking my arms, taking my legs, taking my soul, and me with life in hell.
What's he saying? He says, kill me. Over and over again. Kill me.
Don't you have some message for him, Padre?
He's the product of your profession, not mine.
Do I think white supremacy exists? Of course.
Each man faces death by himself. Alone. Goodbye, Father.
Inside me, I'm screaming. Nobody pays any attention. If I had arms, I could kill myself. If I had legs, I could run away. If I had a voice, I could talk and be some kind of company for myself. Why don't they get it over with and kill me? I could yell for help, but nobody'd help me. I've just got to do something and see how I can go.
A slob cruise would be a great idea, and cruises are dirt cheap right now, too. I'm just not sure how many people would actually do it. You can really be a slob on a cruise, too. You can literally eat French fries 24 hours a day on a cruise if you want to.
Keep the home fires burning while our hearts are yearning.
All right, need another song. Top 5 fast food spots. Well, there is no good fast food. It's all garbage, but I do eat it. I'd probably put McDonald's at number 1. The Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is probably the best, but overall, I would put my favorite: McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Burger King. Those are really about the only 3 I eat. I don't eat much Wendy's. I don't eat much Arby's. I don't eat much Hardee's. Those are about the only 3 I ever go to. GNR Civil War. I've never even heard of that Guns N' Roses song, but I'll play it for you. Guns N' Roses Civil War. All right, let's see what this do. Let's see what this do. What does this do?
What we've
I do like Checkers. You're right. I do go there sometime. I really like their French fries.
communicated. Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you do.
Look at your young men fighting. Look at your women crying. Look at your young men dying.
Yeah, Jackpot, we got, let's see, how many Checkers here? At least 2 that I know of. One by the mall on Riceboro Road. There's one on Washington Road. That might be the only 2, but I know there's at least those 2.
Look at the hate we're breeding. Look at the fear we're feeding. Look at the lives we're leading. The way we've always done before.
My hands are tied. Billions shift from side to side, and the wars go on with brainwashed pride for the love of God and our human rights. And all these things are swept aside by bloody hands time can't deny, and are washed away by a genocide. And history hides the lies of our civil war.
JR, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, later all, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Go slob or go home. That's right. We didn't choose the slob lifestyle. The slob lifestyle chose us.
Well, black on bed when they shot the man who said peace could last forever. And in my first memories, they shot Kennedy. I went numb when I learned to see, so I never fell for Vietnam. We got the wall of disease to remind us all that you can't trust freedom when it's not in your hands. When everybody's fighting for the promised land, and I don't need a civil war. It feeds the rich while it buries the poor. The power hungry selling soldiers in a human grocery store ain't that great. I don't need a civil war.
No, I don't hate crystals. I eat crystals sometimes, but all I ever get from there is just the regular crystals. I don't eat any of the other stuff they have, but I eat crystals sometimes. They have good fries too, actually.
Look at the shoes you're filling. Look at the blood we're spilling. Look at the world
Yeah, checkers and rallies is like crystals and White Castle.
before. Look in the dark we followed. Look at the leaders we followed. Look at the lives we've swallowed.
Gilligan's Island theme song?
I don't wanna hear no more.
Slim Shady, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, let's change gears and play The Patriot by Adam Calhoun. Hashtag one slob to rule them all. All right, Slim. I got you. Russia put its nuclear forces on high alert. What do you think? World War III or Cold War 2.0? Cold War 2.0. I actually don't think it's going to be either, but of those two, I'll go with Cold War. Luke, I don't know enough about college basketball to even try to answer that question. Who gets the number one overall seed in March Madness? I have no clue. I don't even know who's ranked number one. I've just got no idea. I don't pay attention to college basketball until the conference tournaments start. The college basketball regular season is the most irrelevant regular season in all of sports.
I'm supposed to like, talking shit supposed to fight. I'm the poster boy for white, you just making noise you like. Mumble on the beat, might as well just ignore the mic. Who wanna go to war with me? Better get your soldiers right. All these gold chains like a cocaine dealer, spit propane. All the shit you say, I ain't feeling. Have my money in the ceiling, I've been making a killing. Ain't a guest in this web shit, bitch, I own the building. I ran through the shit.
If either Russia or the United States, either one, launches even one nuclear rocket, everyone in this chat, including myself, will be dead within a couple hours.
God of Jesus, you don't love it, you should leave this land. I ain't hearing what you saying, all them games that you playing, leave you laying right there where you stand. Yeah, I ain't never kneeing unless it's God of Jesus. You don't love it, you should leave this land. I'm supposed to like talk shit, supposed to fight. You ain't even close to right. You know you just control. You like wear a mask, burn a flag, fuck police. But I don't see nobody burn that flag in front of me. I'm so proud and I ain't backing down. Bet this gun in my lap already racked with a round. And you can get whacked, you just acting out loud. You think black people proud about what's happening now? Shit, I doubt it. Liberals yell the loudest. Bunch of white people in the crowd like they bout it. Look, hold tight to your BLM sign. I don't see you in the hood when these little kids dying. I ain't hearing what you saying, all them games that you playing, leave you laying right there where you stand. Yeah, I ain't never kneeing unless it's God of Jesus. You don't love it, you should leave this land. I ain't hearing what you saying, all them games that you playing, leave you laying right there where you stand. Yeah, I ain't never kneeing unless it's God of Jesus. You don't love it, you should leave this land.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic point aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailor man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship set ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle with Gilligan.
Both, Jonathan Lawrence.
Millionaire and his wife, a movie star, the professor and Mary Ann, here on Gilligan's Isle. So this is the tale of our castaways.
No, I don't golf. I used to golf a long time ago, but not anymore.
First mate and his skipper too will do their very best to make the others come to.
I probably couldn't golf if I wanted to now. I was in a car wreck about 8 years ago and messed my legs up pretty bad. I probably wouldn't be able to golf.
Caruso, it's primitive as can be. So join us here each week, my friends. You're sure to get a smile from 7 stranded castaways here on Gilligan's Isle.
All right, need to know a song. Will says, I have played golf since 2012. I probably haven't played golf since 2012. Not a single shot will be fired in World War III, nuclear warfare. Well, if we didn't force Ukraine to give away its nuclear weapons 20, 30 years ago, Russia wouldn't be invading Ukraine right now. If you have nuclear weapons, you don't get invaded. But we told Ukraine to give away their nukes and we'd protect them, and now here we are. You know, shutting down their ATM cards. Running with the Devil by Van Halen and Godsmack. Okay, those will be the next two. I like Godsmack.
I started a company.
Woo, Gators are taking the East back. In what sport and when?
The prophecy is upon us.
If Biden wasn't a pussy, Ukraine wouldn't get invaded. I don't understand what one has to do with the other. Why did Iran bomb our military barracks when Trump was president? It is, I mean, I don't understand the correlation, really. I mean, I don't know what Trump would have done. Trump hates war. That's the best thing about him, is that he hates war. He hates NATO, too. and Ukraine's not even in NATO. So it's not like Trump wouldn't send troops to the Ukraine, and I don't think he should. I don't think Biden should either. Who was president when the Marine barracks in Beirut got bombed? And did that happen because whoever was president in 1983 was a pussy? I don't think so, but I guess that's what we're saying. Facts, Huffer Billy Paul. I mean, that's why these people hate us, because we're there. You know? I mean, what if on your way to Walmart you had to drive by a Chinese military base? I mean, it would piss you off. I mean, back in the 60s, Russia put, 1,000 troops in Cuba, and we threatened to nuke them because they had troops in Cuba? I mean, and we have troops everywhere. War's not coming here. Geography. The United States' best defense is geography. War's not coming here. Besides, we have nukes, so no one's invading here. Even if we didn't have all this geography on our side, when you have nukes, you don't get invaded. Can anyone in the comments tell me the last time a nuclear country got invaded? Well, if World War II would have been prevented if we had bases there, then why are you worried about World War III? We have bases there now, so clearly there won't be a World War III, so I don't know why you're worried about it. Millis Vanilla says, song request, War for Territory by Sepultura. Another one I don't know, but I will play it. Will, I don't never even heard of Matt Mitchell. I don't know who that is. China doesn't bother anybody other than its own people, so I don't know what the threat there is either. They're another country that's not getting invaded. They have 1 million people in their army, so that's not happening. China goes to war less than any other country I can think of, not named Switzerland. No, I didn't forget anything about Hong Kong. I said they only bother their own people. If you're looking for the country that has invaded the most people in the last 50 years, it's the United States. I don't know what y'all don't understand. I said China only messes with its own people. So saying Hong Kong and Taiwan, what's the official name of Taiwan? the Republic of China. All right, need another song too. Need another song. Time for another song. Stairway to Heaven. Oh, my God. Let me guess. Freebird after that? Give Me Shelter by the Rolling Stones. All right, Lizard Circus. Coming up next, buddy. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Thank you for supporting the channel. Prince was a beast on the guitar. I think he could play like 14 instruments or something. He was just a musical genius all the way around. BVD update? I don't have one. I checked his Facebook page this morning too, and there was nothing on there, so I'm not sure. Other than having to go to the hospital last week for his for an infection in his foot, I haven't gotten any updates since then.
The stores are all closed. With a word she can get what she came for. Ooh, and she's buying a stairway here. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure. 'Cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving.
Jeremy B, thank you for hitting the PayPal link to help support the show today, buddy. I really appreciate that. You're good people. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that. He says, thanks, DJ Lou. No, thank you, sir. Thank you. Y'all are coming up with the songs. I'm just playing them.
Really makes me wonder. And it's whisper
Oh, you left out Danny Carey, Will, but other than that, that's a good list. Speaking of drummers, and now this is old. Well, it's been out for a few years on Netflix, but there's a movie about Motley Crue. Have y'all seen it on Netflix? I think it's called The Dirt, or it's either called Dirt or The Dirt. I guess Nikki Sixx wrote a book called The Dirt like 20 years ago. Basically the story of Metallica, how they came to be and that kind of thing. And Netflix made it into a movie. Have y'all seen it? It's pretty good. The acting isn't great, but it's if you like Motley Crue, it does a pretty good job of going through all the way back to how they formed, you know, and starting out at the Whiskey A Go-Go in L.A. and all the way up and some of the crazy shit that happened on the road and, you know, Vince Neil killing that guy in the car accident and Nikki Sixx's overdose and Heather Locklear and Pamela Anderson and all that kind of stuff with Tommy Lee. It's a pretty good movie. I watched it yesterday morning.
And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind?
I think if you really like Motley Crue, you'd really like it. Well, Millis, he did a little bit of jail time. Nothing like what he would do today if that happened. And he had to pay some kind of huge fine or something. But it's not that he didn't get any punishment at all. It's just nowhere near what the punishment would be today. Peyton, I've done a whole series of videos over the last couple of weeks on some of the best non-con games coming up in 2022. I can't remember exactly which one of them are being played week 1, week 2, or week 3. But Texas and Alabama, Florida and Utah, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Georgia, Oregon, Cincinnati and Arkansas is an interesting game to me. There's a bunch of them. Oklahoma, Nebraska, Pitt, West Virginia. There's a bunch of them. And they're spread out over the first 3 weeks of the season, most of them, too, which is good. You don't get them all in the first week.
And she's buying a stairway to heaven.
Facts, Brandon Garner. Your offerings are much appreciated. Slim says, play some Tom Sawyer by Rush for Millis Vanillis' Blasphemy. Coming up next, Slim, on deck. Y'all are into this classic rock today, huh? Yeah, and sorry, I just realized that was sped up. Sorry. Honestly, the song is shit either way. If I'm being honest, this is a terrible fucking song. White Claw Enema Bong hit? Boy. I tell you, if y'all, some of y'all could never be a DJ.
A Monday warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. Though his mind is not for rent, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve a quiet defense, writing out the day's events. No river. What do you say about his company? Is what you say about society?
Chief says last time I took a bong hit, almost passed away. Well, this doesn't really have anything to do with that, but you know how a lot of these drugs now are being mixed with all kinds of dangerous shit, fentanyl in particular, right? And a lot of people are overdosing, not because of whatever drug it is they think they're taking, but because it's cut and mixed with so much fentanyl and it's killing them. Well, there's a big story in the news here in the last couple of weeks. About a year ago, this kid bought what he thought was, I don't know what he thought it was. It was a pill. I don't know what he thought he was buying. But it was laced with fentanyl. He took one pill and died. Well, the prosecutor here in town, they have found the person who sold him that pill, and they have charged him with murder. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about charging a drug dealer with murder if someone buys drugs from him and it kills them? I did hear about EJ Lightly getting shot. It was gang related. Now, I don't know if that means he's in a gang or he was shot by gang members. I don't know. And I haven't heard any updates on his condition or what that might mean for his ability to play football in the future or enroll at Georgia or anything. I have no idea. I hope he's okay though. No, he's been charged with felony murder, not manslaughter. He's been charged with felony murder. Columbia County Grand Jury has charged a Grovetown man with felony murder in the death of a 28-year-old Martinez man resulting from a fentanyl overdose. All right, here's that terrible fucking song you requested, Millis. Okay, Millis, I'll send you your $5 back. I can't listen to that. That's absolutely horrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. Can you play My Way? By who? Usher? Frank Sinatra? What? You got to be more specific. You want me to type in My Way and play the first song that comes up? All right. Let's see what that is. My Way. Fetty Wap? Limp Bizkit? Which one? Boy, some of y'all, man, these songs. You want Frank Sinatra, My Way.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain.
Boot Scootin' Boogie?
I've lived
California Love?
I traveled and every highway and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets.
Living It Up by Limp Bizkit is a great fucking song.
But then again,
we'll play that next.
Too few.
I'm dying for a good song here.
I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned
there are more ways.
Each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times.
Why does Notre Dame even get a representative on the playoff committee? That's a great question, Funky Fudge. One school getting as much pull as a whole conference is ridiculous. I could not agree more. I could not agree more. Where's BYU's athletic director? We have to put them on there too? I couldn't agree more, Funky Fudge.
And spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my
way. Jeremy, thank you for hitting the PayPal link, buddy. He wants to hear some CCR. Have you ever seen the rain? Coming up next, sir. I was going to play Limp Bizkit My Way, but I'm going to move you to the front of the line. We also have, let's see what this one is now. Zona Tucson says, appreciate the content, Uncle Lou. As a fellow college football fanatic myself, looking forward to my first full off season. Your Pac-12 ally, Zona Tucson. Yeah, y'all be sure and treat the Pac-12 people kindly in here. I have tried very hard to get Pac-12 people on this channel, and it's extremely hard to do. So I really appreciate that, Zona Tucson. Appreciate that you're here, and thank you for supporting the channel with the PayPal. That means a lot. If there's a song you want to hear, let me know. Just type it in the regular comment section. I'll be on the lookout for it. I'd be happy to play something for you.
When the night has come.
Dang, that's a good song too, but we got to play CCR for our buddy Jeremy. Here we go. Nature Boy, I'm sorry. You have to remind me on your PayPal note, and I'll credit you as the Nature Boy. It's hard for me to keep up and remember everybody's real name versus their YouTube name, so I'm sorry for that.
Have you ever seen rain? I won't know. Have you ever seen?
And thank you for joining my join. A shout out to Nature Boy, JR, Ram Dog, and Waikiki for joining my join.
Yesterday and days before.
Here's some wanted glasses for the Join My Joiners.
In his heart, I know. Been that way for all my time. You'll forever home to go.
I think I did it Friday, Will. People are always asking me to do it. I never really wanted to do it, and I'm not, like, there's not going to be a bunch of, oh, join my join and you get this and you get that and you get that. I have a Patreon page for all that, and I love my Patreon page, mainly because YouTube robs you blind. You know, YouTube's going to take half of whatever this join to join is. That's why I've never done it. I've been doing Patreon for years. I love Patreon, and I don't want the join to take away from the Patreon, so... You know, it's not like I'm not asking people to join. I'm not saying, hey, join to join and you get this, this, and this. It's just for the people that want to do it. I mean, I'm going to make a couple of emojis for people to use, like the wanted glasses. I tried to make a team asshole one, but YouTube rejected it. But it's just for the people that really want to do it. I'm not going to really do much with it. Oh God, that's a great song too. You know, I really want to go see Journey and Toto are playing in Atlanta, I think in April. Man, I really want to go. That was a Toto song about to play, but we had to play that CCR for Jeremy. And now I still want to play Living It Up too. Maybe I'll play Toto after that. Dedicated to you, Ben Stiller. You are my favorite motherfucker.
Told you,
didn't I? Drama makes the world go around. Does anybody got a problem with that?
my business is my business. Who's guilty?
Can I get a witness?
First things first, the chocolate starfish is my man Fred Durst. Access Hollywood license to kill a redneck fucker from Jacksonville. Bringing on the dumb stuff funk, a microphone machetes in the back of my trunk. Rocking so steady with the he says, she says. And don't forget about the starfish navigation system. Don't hate me, I'm just an alien with 37 tons of new millennium. Dum diddy dum, where's it coming from? Mrs. Aguilera,
can I get some?
Oh no, which way to go? To the dance floor, it's still a stereo. Pay me no mind. I seen the Fight Club about 28 times. And I'ma keep my pants sagging. Keep a skateboard, a spray can for the tagging. And I'ma keep a lot of girls on my bandwagon. Cause I don't give a fuck living life in the fast lane. I'm just a crazy motherfucker, living it up, not giving a fuck, living life in the fast lane.
You know, Limp Bizkit kind of came and went pretty quick, and I know they get. I feel like they get clowned a lot now, you know. But I'm not gonna lie, they were hot. When they were hot, they were hot. The early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, whenever that was, they were. I mean, they were everywhere for like 2 years, and then they were just gone. But those couple of CDs they put out over that couple of year period or whatever were pretty good.
Like a zit with the starfish navigation system. No cheap thrills, baby. Fill the briefcase with $3 bills. I'm just an ordinary runner.
Yeah, I know, Millis, and I'd rather you be over there than here if it's a one or the other thing. You know, I don't want to lose anything off of the Patreon. That Patreon page is the only reason I'm able to do this year round. Without that Patreon page, I wouldn't be able to do this. I'd have to go bag groceries or something. So I don't want to lose anything from the Patreon. That's why I resisted the join for so long. Yeah, Korn too. I saw Korn in, I think, it was either 98 or 99. I saw Korn in Atlanta. It was Phillips Arena at the time. I don't know if it's still called that or not. One of the best concerts I've ever seen. Top 3 or 4 for sure. That Korn. Actually, it was Korn and Stained opened for him. And Stained had only been around for a little while. Like, they only had like 1 or 2 songs on the radio at that time. It was their first 2. It's been a while. And there was a second one I can't remember now. Aaron Lewis, Stained. And it was a great show. Korn was at their peak at that time. It was a great, great, great show. Do you like country music? Yeah, I like country music. I don't like a lot of the new country music, but I love like late 80s and 90s country music. And then there's some like really old country music that I like too. Charlie Daniels, some David Allan Coe. Although he's a shit human being. Lots of artists are shit human beings. I'm able to separate someone's music from who they are as a person. Like, So I'm not endorsing David Allan Coe as a person. He's a shit human being. But I like some of that music. Of course, Hank Williams Jr., but mostly 90s country. 90s country was my favorite era of country music. I was big into country music in the 90s. Tim McGraw, of course, Garth Brooks, George Strait. Terrible concert, by the way. George Strait, probably worst concert I've ever been to. Travis Tritt, Brooks and Dunn, Aaron Tippin, Tracy Lawrence. To me, the 90s was like the heyday of country music in my lifetime. I don't like very many modern country music people. I do like Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton is unbelievable. The lyrics and his songwriting and his voice is like a throwback type of voice. It's like an old soul type of sound. Chris Stapleton. Oh, we missed the end of Living It Up. I want to play Toto now. Yeah, unfortunately for Randy Travis, Randy Travis had to live a pretend life, because had he lived his real life, he would have been shunned and blacklisted, and mentally that caught up with him. And, it's a shame what happened to him.
I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you.
I wouldn't consider myself a big Eagles fan, but I do like the Eagles.
There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rain down in Africa.
Well, I don't know if Randy Travis is a drunk or not lizard, but he's a gay man who had to live in a closet because he was a country music singer, and no one would have listened to him at the time had he come out as gay, and mentally and emotionally it broke him down. Maybe he turned to the bottle and that explains some of his erratic behavior. I don't know, but it's sad what happened to him.
The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company.
Will, I mean, if you listen to the words, yeah, the lyrics are, but the song doesn't really have a depressing sound to it. I love Separate Ways. It might be my favorite Journey song. I know What You Call It is most people's favorite. The one made popular again because it played at the end of The Sopranos. But Separate Ways is probably my favorite Journey song too. I don't know anything about the werewolf theory, Lizard Circus, but this is a great song, though. I really might go see them in April. Toto and Journey. What a great show that would be.
Are you all ready to rock some more? Filipinas, are you all ready to rock some more?
I know I say it every time, but it's amazing how much like Steve Perry this Bing Bing sounds that they found. I think he was from the Philippines. This guy, he had a YouTube channel, and on his YouTube channel, he was singing Journey songs, and that's where Journey found this guy. He sounds just like Steve Perry. Tell me this wouldn't be an amazing concert to go to. This concert, too, the one that I'm showing, this song is from, is a concert in Manila, in the Philippines. You know they're going nuts over this guy. Joey, I'll just get them off of StubHub or something. $10-4 Slim, I got you, buddy. Slim Shady it says, I only joined the join of joiners who join my join. With that being said, can you play Thunder Rolls by State of Mind, the long version? Of course I can, Slim. On deck, buddy. REM, Jonathan? I got you. On deck, buddy. I love REM. And not because they're from Athens. I could give a shit where they're from. I love REM. Yes, and I'll play my favorite REM song for you after this one from Slim.
He's headed back from somewhere that he never should have been. And the thunder rolls.
Slim, I'm not big on cover songs in general or cover bands. And of course, this is a Garth Brooks song, and you can't play Garth Brooks on YouTube. Try to find Garth Brooks music on YouTube. Here's a hint. You won't find any. He has a ban of all his music on YouTube, but this so far, this sounds like a great version of this song. By the way, you all know I love Tool, and I love Dave Matthews. And Tool and Dave Matthews are two of the best concerts I've ever been to. They pale in comparison to a Garth Brooks live show. Garth Brooks live is by far the best concert I've ever been to, and nothing else comes close. And I probably like Tool and Dave Matthews as a band better than Garth. Nothing compares. Now, I don't know about now. He's up in age now. When I saw him, it was in the late 90s. So he, a lot younger, maybe a lot more energy back then. I don't know how his live shows are now. Garth Brooks in the late 90s, the best live show I've ever been to. Nothing else is close.
She rushes out to hold him, thankful he's alive. All the wind and rain, strange new perfume blows, and the lightning flashes in her eyes.
This is almost like a rock version, Slim. This is really good. Slim, does this band just do Garth Brooks covers? Do they just do covers in general, or do they have original music? I've never heard of these people, but this is a great version of this song.
Thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold on a sleepless night as the storm blows on out of control.
No, you can't, Matthew Mayhem. You cannot find Garth Brooks on YouTube. Stop telling lies. I'm not sure if you're lying or you're just ignorant to the situation, but you can't find Garth Brooks on YouTube. You can find parts of some live performances. Parts, very few. But no, you cannot find Garth Brooks music on YouTube.
Tells the lady in the mirror he won't do this again, 'cause tonight will be the last time she wonder where he's been. The thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold on a sleepless night as the storm blows on out of control. The thunder
Garth Brooks was worse than Metallica with the whole Napster thing when all that started. So unless something's changed in the last year or two, but Garth Brooks is famous for his hatred of music being available on YouTube and places like that. That was a good version of that song, Slim. That was a great version of that song. What was the next one we were supposed to hear? Was there a next one we were supposed to hear? Five Finger Death Punch, Wrong Side of Heaven. Okay. Of course, Bad Company is the best Five Finger Death Punch song of all time, which is a remake. And I know I just said I don't like remakes in general, but that's another one that's amazing. Five Finger Death Punch, Wrong Side of Heaven. Turn the commercial off first. All right, here we go. Five Finger Death Punch, Wrong Side of Heaven. Thank you, Sean, for hitting the super chat, too. Appreciate that, buddy. Africa by Frog Leap Studios. Never heard of it, but I'll give it a shot after this. Oh, yeah, REM. I completely forgot. Okay, yeah, REM and then Africa by Frog Leap Studios.
What have I done? I spoke to the devil today, and he swears he's not to blame. And I understood, 'cause I feel the same. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell.
The only version of that Frog Leap Studio song I can find is a live version, so that'll be the one I'll play.
What have I done? And who have I become? I saw the devil today, and he looked a lot like me. I looked away. I turned away. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. I'm not defending, downward descending, falling further and further away, getting closer every day. I'm getting closer every day to the end. I'm getting closer every day. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell.
I have to end that song there, Slim, because YouTube's giving me the copyright warning on that one. Okay. REM, then Frog Leap Studios.
Oh, life is bigger. It's bigger than you are not me. The links that I will go to.
Lizard Circus, thank you for hitting the PayPal link, buddy. He wants to hear some country music. Shenandoah, The Moon Over Georgia. I got you, buddy. Got a couple of songs ahead of it, but then we'll get to that one. Thank you for hitting the PayPal link, too, sir. I really appreciate it. And I hope your leg situation is okay.
That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion, trying to keep up you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much. I haven't said enough. I thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. Every whisper, every waking hour, I'm choosing.
Shane says Tennessee is a basketball school. Is that true? How many Final Fours have they made? 0. They haven't even won the SEC tournament since 1979.
Oh no, I've said too much. I set it up. Consider this. Consider this. Hint of the century. Consider this. Slip.
Slim, that's a Chris Stapleton song, ain't it? Chris Stapleton is unbelievable. The talent, that guy's got more talent in his pinky finger than I'll have in 100 lifetimes.
Round, now I've said too much. I thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try.
Funky Fudge, thank you for the super chat. He says, thanks for letting me know about the Journey/Toto tour. They're playing in Detroit this coming week. Just bought a ticket. Going to be an amazing show. Man, you got to let me know. I really want to go. They're coming to Atlanta. I think it's in April. And man, I want to go. I really want to go. The problem is Dave is coming to Atlanta in May. So, and I want to go to that too. I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe I can go to both. We'll see. They're coming to, Dave is coming to Atlanta in May, a week after my birthday. So I'm thinking about buying myself tickets to that for my birthday present. But I would love to see Journey and Toto. You got to make sure you let me know if you're really going next week. That's awesome, man. You got to let me know how that is.
I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. But that was just a dream. Try, cry, try.
Is that true? Elijah Allen says, play Mama I'm Fine by Elijah Allen. It's my first single. I'll look it up later. Is that really you? Or is it somebody else named Elijah Allen? Either way, I'll put it in the queue.
You guys want to hear Africa?
All right, here's Africa by Frog Leap Studios. Another request. See how this goes.
Tonight, the shears only whispers of the quiet conversation. She's coming in from the flight. The moonlight flicks reflect the stars and guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some unforgotten words or ancient melody. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Come on. It's gonna take a lot to drive you away.
Okay, this is crazy here. This is not a rock version, but a heavy metal version of Africa by Toto. Elijah, do me a favor. Email me that link because I can't find it on YouTube. So email me a link to that video, crazyunclelou@gmail.com, crazyunclelou@gmail.com, and I'll play it.
So our dogs crowd in the night. They will restless longing for some sound until we come.
This guy, the singer, sounds like Marilyn Manson. Any Marilyn Manson fans in here? This singer sounds like Marilyn Manson.
Devil rises like Olympus among the ceremony. I seem to go what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I become. Germany last chance to dance. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I just arranged down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never
Breaking news, there's a guy in a bunny costume on stage. All right, Lizard Circus, Moon Over Georgia by Shenandoah, and then I got your email, Elijah, so that one will be coming next. Moon Over Georgia. A vast departure from that last song.
He owns a big estate just south of Savannah and a high-rise hotel in downtown Atlanta and half the state of Georgia too.
This is why 90s country was just, this is a great song. And this ain't country music anymore.
On a silver platter, but all I had to offer was the moon. And she took the moon over Georgia. She'd rather have a million stars in the sky than a gold mine. She took the moon over Georgia. When it came down to his world or mine, she took the moon over Georgia. A little country house in need of expansion. It's a far cry from his South Georgia mansion, but we've got our own paradise. Shadow dancing till dawn with a full moon shine. Those occasional clouds all have a silver lining. There really must be something about that old yellow light. 'Cause she took the moon over Georgia. She'd rather have a million stars in the sky than a gold mine. Yeah, she took the moon over Georgia.
Yeah, they don't make them like this anymore. They don't make them like this anymore. All right, this is from Elijah Allen coming up next. Unless he's lying, then this is him singing this. Mama, I'm Fine by LouTube commenter Elijah Allen. Let's go. I'm assuming this won't get copyright claimed. You're not going to copyright claim me, are you, Elijah?
You wanted me to be a preacher. Setting my heart on brimstone fire. See, I've been walking that pathway. I'd be a liar. Lord knows I've missed you since you've been called higher. And this one goes out to the hometown. An angel tried to keep me from sin.
We'll be wrapping it up in about 15 minutes because Tiger Cat and Battle Angel have a live stream at 3. Which I'll post a link to here in just a few minutes for those of you that want to migrate over to their stream at 3. So we'll play a few more songs.
And I know that you never approve.
Elijah, I have a question. Can you explain this to me? What does this mean? Warning, heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. Elijah, stop mistreating Uncle Lou. Stop mistreating Uncle Lou!
I wish I could see you today.
Yes, Funky Fudge, in June. This June on the morning show, LouTube's Got Talent Season 3.
Lay in your lap and tell me everything's okay.
Elijah, do you have a record deal? Does someone own the rights to your music?
You're playing with fire. You know better.
This is good, Elijah. For real.
Goes out to the hometown.
Elijah, do you know about LouTube's Got Talent? Because I'm going to tell you right now, this would have a very good chance of winning. Do you know about the morning show even, Elijah? I think you do. On the second channel. Anyway, we do a talent show every June on the morning show on my second channel. You need to enter this or something song that you have. This is really good.
Never approved. Mama, I'm fine, don't you worry about me. This one goes out to you. This one goes out to you. I love you, Mama.
Elijah, how much did your mama cry when you first played that song for her? I have to know. I have to know. Oh, did you write it out? She passed away 2 years ago. My mom passed away 3 years ago. So I'm sorry for your loss. So you wrote it after she passed away. I guess somehow it's even sadder now. Great song, though. Great song. Oh, God. They blocked the stream. It should be back on now. Let me know if y'all can, let me know if it's back. It's back on my end. Is it back on y'all's end now? Yeah. Elijah. Sir. I have been... How long have I been on? I've been on for almost 3 hours. What time did I start? 12? I've been on for almost 3 hours playing nothing but copyrighted music. And the stream gets shut down when I play one Elijah Allen song? Do you care to explain? I mean, what's going on here? Oh, my God. Elijah, I'm going to need an explanation, sir. You set me up like it's some kind of a trap.
It's a trap! It's a trap!
Hey, Lou, play my song. I promise it's not copyrighted.
It's a trap!
I'm just messing with you, Elijah. It could have got shut down from a previous song. It doesn't mean that it was yours that did that. This happens a lot of times when you do a stream that's basically nothing but music. It happens a lot. That happens a lot. He might be an agent provocateur. Uh-oh. How you feel about 2022 Georgia football season, and will you be at G-Day? I do want to go to G-Day this year. I haven't been the last 2 years. Well, they haven't really had it the last 2 years ago. They didn't have it at all. Last year they had it, but they only gave away like 10,000 tickets or something because of COVID. And I absolutely love G-Day. It's a different experience than anything else you can go to. So I do hope to go again this year. As far as how I feel about 2022 Georgia, I think they should be in the top 3 of every preseason poll, and I think they will be. I understand why people might want to rank Alabama and Ohio State ahead of Georgia, but other than that, I really can't find any logical reason to rank anyone else above Georgia, so that's why I say top 3. I think they'll be favored in every regular season game. It's hard to go 12-0, even for Georgia. So they might slip up somewhere along the line. At Kentucky will be tough. You got Tennessee at home. You got Oregon and Atlanta. You got Florida and Jacksonville. You got Auburn at home. It would be disappointing if Georgia went worse than 11-1 in the regular season. Probably going to have to play Alabama in the SEC title game, and we'll just have to see how that goes if we get there. But I do think Alabama will be picked to win the SEC. Oh, yeah, good morning, Trey. We got cut off for a brief second there, but we're back on now. What was I about to play? Oh, we were on like a sad country music type of theme there for a while. Let's try this one and see if we can get shut down again. This is a great song and has a lot of meaning for a lot of people, myself included.
And along the way I lost me and you. I needed a new town for my new start. Selling VCRs in Arkansas at a Walmart. I haven't had a drink in 19 days. My eyes are clear and bright without that haze. I like the preacher from the Church of Christ. Sorry that I cried when I talked to you last night. I think I'm on a roll here in Little Rock. I'm solid as a stone, baby, wait and see. I got just one small problem here in Little Rock. Without you, baby, I'm not me. I don't know why I held it all inside. You must have thought I never even.
Good Guy Ty says, good morning from 29 Palms, California, Lou. Go Dogs. I'm good to see you in here, buddy. I was talking earlier how it's been a struggle to attract people from the West Coast. It's good to see you in here, bud.
But daddy, don't forget, I think I'm on a roll here in Little Rock. I'm solid as a stone, baby, wait and see.
Depending on your circumstances, this song will hit you a certain type of way.
Little Rock.
I got another one coming up that do the same thing to you.
Lying here upon this motel bed.
Blocked again. God. I'll let you know when it comes back on. It should come back on in a second. Should come back on. All right, it's coming back on in a second. It's back on. All right, y'all there? It's back on. All right, y'all there? It's back on. It's back on. What the join link? I don't know where to join link. I don't know much about the join, but it should be somewhere on your screen. All right, I'm gonna try to play one more. Okay, I'm gonna try to play one more. We'll see how that works. I'm gonna try to play one more. After this stream ends, if you go over to Tiger Cat's channel, Tiger Cat and Battle Angel have a live stream at 3. You guys can go over there. Here's a link to that channel in case some of you don't know. There's a link to that channel. I'm going to try to play one more song. They're probably going to cut me off again. Either way, though, this will be the last song. So either the song will end and I end the stream, or YouTube blocks it again and I'll end the stream. But either way, let's try this one. This is another one that'll hit you a certain way depending on your circumstances.
Turn left at the old hotel. I know this boulevard much too well. It hasn't changed since I've been gone. Ah, this used to be my way home. They paved the road through the...
Thank you to everybody for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. Big shout out to those of you who joined the join and the super chats and the PayPals. Really appreciate all that. And I will talk to you all again real soon. Here's the last song.
Fight the tears back with their smile. Stop and look for a little while. Oh, it's plain to see. The only thing missing is me. That's my house and that's my car. That's my dog in my backyard. There's the window to the room where she lays her pretty head. I planted that tree out by the fence not long after we moved in. There's my kids and that's my wife. Who's that man running my life? If I pulled in, would it cause a scene? They're not really expecting me. Those kids have been through hell. I hear they've adjusted well. Turn around in the neighbor's drive. I'd be hard to recognize in his pickup truck. It's just an old fixer-up. Drive away one more time. A lot of things running through my mind. I guess unless things change, the more they always seem the same. That's my house and that's my car. That's my dog in my backyard. There's the window to the room where she lays her pretty head. I planted that tree out by the fence not long after we moved in. There's my kids and that's my wife. But who's that man running my life?
How do you control the temp on a Weber charcoal grill? You move the grate up or down. That's all you can do. You move the grate up and down, and you close the air valve off in the back. That's it. That's all you can do.
Who's that man running my life?
All right, the whole show starts in about 5 minutes. You guys go check it out. I'll post a link one more time. Go support Tiger Cat and Battle Angel. There's the link. I'll see y'all over there. Love you guys. Have a good morning.